Hey everybody, this is Chris with Chris's Comments. Um, my apologies for not being able to have posted anything for over a week now. Um, I've been sick with COVID. I got COVID again. The first time was back in December 2019 when we didn't know anything about it, and I was taking just about every drug that there was um, off the shelf, for the record, and combining it with antibiotics. I noticed that the symptoms came back. I was having trouble with allergies, so I would take allergy medicine, turned into a bronchial congestion thing. So I took bronchial medicine, turned into a cold and flu kind of thing. So I took cold and flu medicine, went right back to the allergies, and that's when I was like, okay, I got it again. This time I had the Biden home COVID-19 home test where I took it, and yeah, I mean almost immediately. It looks like looks like one of those power strips, those pee sticks that you take when you're pregnant, but instead of peeing in it, you're dropping your nostril juices in there. And I dropped them in, and it started to pour over to the meter where if you had the letter C, you were clear. If you had the letter T, you were tested positive. And before it could even get anywhere near C, right when it went up to T real quick, and then it went straight across to the C and passed on that little pathway with C and T being the markers. Yeah, I mean the T just lit up immediately. I wound up getting both stripes, excuse me. I wound up getting both stripes all in that one test, and they were dark and very clear. So had to go to a place where they were giving shots. Got my Moderna shot, and I got to be honest, I wish it was the Johnson & Johnson again, because even though Johnson & Johnson is 75% proof, only 70% proof. I don't really remember the actual statistic, but I felt it immediately. I felt great after the first 15 minutes. And I carried on since, so much that from 2021, all the way up till the following year, where I was given Moderna 1 booster shot. I was given Moderna 1, but it was labeled the booster shot. Then they never gave me the second shot, which I think is pretty shitty, because that was actually earlier this year. It was a couple of months back, and I wound up catching COVID anyway. So the booster, as far as I'm concerned, it's not a booster. It's not a booster unless you've got both part 1 and part 2 first. But because I had the Johnson & Johnson a year before, they figured all I needed was just the Moderna 1 booster, the one-time booster shot, which I think is just total horseshit. Because now here I am in May, just recovering after being sick as a dog. I got an appointment for my second shot to be taking place in June, and I'm not happy. I am not happy. I don't know how I could see where the skeptics are. Or I could see where the skeptics are that the Moderna doesn't work and all this stuff. But I do have to admit the truth that it did help. It took a week instead of 15 minutes. But the vaccination removed all the aches and pains in my body. The vaccination just recently removed a lot of the problems concerning my sinuses and my congestion. There was a real strong itch at the back of my throat too, that I'm not really sure was not so much from the virus as much as it was from the allergies, because it was a lot of mucus draining back to the back of the throat which just made it so irritable. And a non-stop irritable. It's still at a slight constant pain in the ass. Now it's been reduced to just this glop at the back of the throat, and it's caused by a glop of mucus buildup in the back of my sinuses. Now I'm still taking allergy tablets and everything for it, mucus relief, and I'm still using up the last of my antibiotics in the process. I really, really want this to be over. I want to go back to breathing normal, and I want to go back to, carrying on with my outside. I haven't been working either. I haven't worked on anything on my podcast. I haven't worked on anything here on my rideshare. I'm a rideshare driver still. But I seriously want to keep giving these posts and information, because everybody else is still either on one end of the spectrum to the other. Nobody's really saying anything reasonable. It's either this miracle or it's this disgusting thing that's killing people. There's no in-betweens. Well, say hello to one guy that's giving you the lowdown as far as in-betweens go. It's not 100 certifiably every in-between, and it's not everybody else's in-between. But everybody else is not giving their testimony. I am. Moderna is a longer period. I personally want to make a request for the first and second shot, maybe like one day after the first shot, or 15 hours, I don't really care. I just think that it's dumb to only have half of a solution when the other half, can help cure your ills quicker, and especially if you know your body. I know my body. I took vax shots and immunization shots my whole life. So when I took the Johnson & Johnson shot, man, my body just absorbed it. It knew exactly what it was taking. I took the Moderna shot, and I felt better, but I still sat in the parking lot. They gave me the shot. I said, "Okay, you're done. Bye." And I was like, terrific. I went to the car, and I still just sat there to see if I would get the same result as the Johnson & Johnson, and I did not. I still felt weak. I still felt like choking on a lot of my mucus because it kept on draining still. It slowed down, so I wasn't constantly hacking away and spitting and, chucking loogies or whatever. Chucking shit across the parking lot, which I could, but that slow drain, it slowed down immensely to where it felt like all I had was just allergies all over again. The very thing that was troubling me from the beginning. A week has passed, or almost a full week, because it was a Monday when I took it. It's Sunday, according to this. It's Sunday, May 22nd. Okay? And I got this on a Monday. So what I did was stay at home and just kept on taking I went to the urgent care, and I told them that all I have is just these allergies and sinus problem. They've treated me this before, and I meant to get an allergy shot. But like I said, I'm a rideshare driver, and at the time, business was just booming. So I was constantly driving, and I never got a chance to get that shot, the allergy shot, like the way I used to in the past. So they took pity on me. They gave me some medication, some antibiotics. So I've been doing nothing but antibiotics and taking the shot. This just after getting the shot for the vax, for the virus. After getting my vaccination shot for the virus. So as far as I'm concerned, I was killing 2, 3, 4 birds with a billion stones because it's just more fun that way. Um, taking my allergy tablets with the antibiotics along with my vaccination and just carrying on and on and on and on until now where it's Sunday and I'm feeling a whole lot better. But I still got that glump of mucus in the back of the throat and the clump that I can feel up here in my sinuses. Those two just will not go away. And that's a small problem that I see that I'm hoping the second shot will take care of, but I gotta wait till June 14th, which sucks. I really do not like this month-long wait. I really wish they could give us a waiver that says we could take it immediately after we feel the first part take effect, you know? That being said, I'm doing fine. And one of the reasons why I'm also apologizing for not being able to get here, I just didn't have any strength in me. But what I'm doing now is as coming on because of what happened during the week that I was out. I was handling my business, being quarantined. I saw in my home state of Texas, in Dallas, a little place that's called Koreantown. I didn't even know there was a Koreantown in Dallas, but it sounds kind of funny, and I hope there's I hope there's nothing like that or any other cultural segregative neighborhood here in San Antonio ever. And I've explained this before. I'll explain it again later, but let me just get to the situation. A gunman who believed that Asians were out to harm him decided to shoot up his girlfriend, who was an Asian, his girlfriend's place of business, and kill Asians there. Okay, and he's linked to possibly a couple of other shootings. Excuse me, that have taken place against other Asians. I think that's really stupid to this day. There's no valid reason to shoot Asian citizens who are not a part of this problem. As I've stated in the testimony before, stop hating Asians. The reason why is because of the people that have participated in reporting COVID back when it was first causing us trouble, all the way up till today, anytime there's a sighting of it. Asians, from professors to the people in the meat markets and shipping industry to professors here in the States, some that have had gone into a witness protection because the CCP has demanded them to report to them with their findings and all the evidence that they found that coronavirus came from Wuhan laboratories. You know, the CCP demanded that they be expedited to China and report to them. Instead, these two particular scientists, they wound up turning themselves over to witness protection, and thank God, because we wouldn't have found out about this. Where they are now, I don't know, and that's a good thing, I imagine. Otherwise, why else be in witness protection? It really wouldn't be. But there are a lot of key players into this that weren't professors that reported it, that were workers that reported it, that were trade and shippers. They reported it. A lot of people wound up dead. A lot of people wound up missing. And the rest have just been silent. And they've been silent by force. Two in witness protection. So, all of this says that the Asians, you don't want to hate them. Because in the end, they're just people. There are people that are thinking they're doing a good job turning in and reporting these scientists, those trade shippers and traders, and all of them from the shipping industry and the frozen foods markets and the frozen food trading industries. They were reporting contaminated food, like Good Samaritans usually do. The scientists and school professors that look into this stuff, they were reporting the virus like Good Samaritans, the way Good Samaritans normally do. And they were Asian. They were Chinese. This stuff that I'm bringing to you, it's not new. And here on Common Sense, Chris's comments where common sense on common ground is pointed out. It's only common sense, and it's only right to think so, that these people were just these Chinese, these Asians, were only doing their jobs. People, they were doing the right thing. They were doing what they thought was right. No differently than you and I would, should we see something like this. Why? Well, because the shit's scary. It's a virus. It's contaminated food. It's stuff that you're picking up, through your schools. At best, you got a scholarship coming out, or some kind of punitive plaque or award heading right to you for making this discovery. It's doing good. There's a lot of reasons why, but mostly because it's just doing good. It's a good thing to do. And that's what these people were doing. Like normal people. So as far as this whole bizwax concerning this guy in Koreatown, or anywhere that shoots hair salonists, beats to death an old guy that's picking up aluminum cans, pushes a young college girl in front of a moving train, a elevated train, subway train, whichever train, all who are minding their own damn business, by the way. It's got to stop. They're all those people that attacked the Asians, to think that those Asians were dangerous or doing harm. A hair salonist, for crying out loud. It's wrong. You're wrong. Those people that are attacking the Asians who are being normal people are wrong. And it's got to stop. It's got to stop. Man, I wasn't no Asian that sat in my car that coughed on me. So I know I didn't get it from that person. There's a lot of Anglos in here that jump in here breathing hard and heavy and stuff. There's a couple of Mexicans. That's right, my own damn nationality. There's a couple of them that are doing this crap. Not believing in this and not believing that it's a hoax and I don't want to wear my mask. Blah, blah, blah. Wearing it all wrong and shit with the nose hanging out. Bunch of dipshits as far as I'm concerned. But I figured, what the fuck? I've been vaxxed and I'm always spraying Lysol in here. Shit, ain't no what you call it gonna get me in here. I might have been wrong. I think in here it's a lot more disinfected than outside. And I'm always jumping in and out, and the people are always jumping in and out. So it's quite possible that it flew in, breathed in, hung around for a little while. But whatever the case, I wound up getting it. I wound up getting vaxxed again. And I'm on antibiotics due to the sinus infection that has never left. And to be fair to the Moderna, even though I don't like it, I don't like how I have to only take half. Again, not that I got anything against Moderna. I just don't like how I have to take half 1 month and half the second. That is... My body can handle it at this day and age. I'm very positive that my body can handle it. And as far as this hard acceleration goes, yeah, that happened again. But with good reason. My heart's been jumbling around with the rest of my body trying to handle this bullshit that's been going on upstairs. You know, while trying to breathe, while trying to handle this allergy infection. You know, when you remove a lot of the pain and you remove a lot of the sickness, your heart's going to be beating a whole lot more free. So it just kickstarts and races until you put it back into rhythm, until you get back into your rhythm, into synchronicity. When you get yourself back in sync, you know, of course that's going to happen. I can handle it. I want, you know, but back to due fairness, you know, it's something that actually killed the virus. I just wish that it was back to 80%, whatever, but with both shots right after it. That's really my only beef. Is having to wait a whole month in between dosages. I don't like that. It's too much time, especially when you're trying to get back to work, because time is money. You know, I'm starting all over after an eviction from a car crash when I got T-boned, and then I got COVID while waiting for my car to even be looked at. 2.5 weeks later, I'm capable of running around, but my car's messed up. The next month, they finally look at my car. I'm not getting it till a couple of weeks after that. I get it back. The engine is still fucked up. I'm having to spend my money on auto parts. It was a Nissan Sentra, so everything had to be mailed in, which was another 2.5 weeks every part. Needless to say, time just kept on going by, and another month, I got evicted. I had to live out of somebody else's house, rent a room out of somebody else's house. I'm not on my own 2 feet again. Having the virus without the vax at that time paid a price to that eviction. It took a toll. It did its part on causing me to lose my shit, to lose my house, to lose everything. I threw away a lot of stuff. I couldn't move my whole house into a room. A year has gone by. I got my car fixed eventually. Got it traded for this one. Started working again. And I get COVID again. You know, a year went by. I got COVID again. You know, it's bull crap. Okay? It's bull crap. It's bull crap to have to wait a whole month for the second half of it when your body is already ready for the first. We seriously need a waiver to take both shots. You know, I don't care if it's just an hour wait. I'll wait for the second one. You know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, you know. Let the first one kick in, take the second shot, let the second one follow through. That's my beef with the Moderna. And that's only my beef. It works. I just don't like how we have to wait a month in between dosages in order for it to work fully. I can't have this thing slow me down anymore. Okay? I can't have this thing affect my life that bad, you know, that I can't even pay $100 a week for a room. That's all I'm being charged. That's it. That's a deal. In this day and age where everything is going up, it's May 22nd, 2022. You know about real estate, you know everything skyrocketed. People are paying $800 to $900 for a 1-bedroom loft. And that's even down here in San Antonio. And it's bullshit. People are supposed to be coming down here for the cheap prices, and there's nothing cheap anymore. So, guys, keep taking care of yourselves. Keep taking your shots, your immunizations. It's almost 6 o'clock in the morning. One of these stores is opening up. I'm going to start buying those emergency immunity boosters. See if I can keep that going for a while. I heard after a full year, you can get off of it because it's already in your system. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe somewhere down the line I can also find the time or at least stop missing dates for an immunity shot, something that does last a full year. With one-time shot. So that's pretty much it. Who knows? Who knows where this is going to go? I hope it's going to go nowhere but up for all of you. I hope you're going to do good and take care and all this good stuff, and hope to hear some comments from you. atownmytown, all one word, atownmytown at gmail.com. And anchor.fm/Chris_comments for the audio podcast. Now, I've been missing some days on that podcast also, and I do apologize for that. Tomorrow, we'll see tomorrow. I think tomorrow or Tuesday, I'm going to be coming back with something to report, because I've been doing nothing but jotting down stuff and taking a lot of information and all this good stuff that leads to stuff that makes me think I should change my name to Chris's Conspiracies, because I'm connecting quite a few dots from here and there, but I don't have answers to everything, hence the reason why it's not so much a report or even a comment, but it could fall along the lines of a conspiracy. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that's my spiel. I've been out because of COVID. I got the Moderna. I don't like it, even though I like how it works. I like the fact that it does work. I don't like the part 1, part 2 months wait long time. I'd rather just have all of it taken in. No, I'd rather have injected. No, inserted. No. I'd rather have it all. I'd rather be fully inoculated, okay, in my arm, instead of parts 1 and 2 inoculations. So, I don't even think that sounded right. Anyway, this is Chris with Chris's Comments. Stay safe out there. Love you guys. Again, for shared information, atownmytown at gmail.com. It's one word. Or anchor.fm/Chris_comments. Share a comment, write to me. And we'll catch you later, okay? Take care. It's Chris. Chris's Comments, signing out.